My name is Steven. This is a preview of a team profile generator which I wrote. The idea is that a company can add team profiles for each of their team members by initially adding a manager for the team, and then every time they add a new team member they can add either an engineer or an intern. So if we look, we have different folders, and in the library folder we have our different classes. We have the employee class, and then we import that into our engineer, intern, and manager classes, which we later export. And then I also wrote some tests for each of those classes. So we have an employee, engineer, intern, and manager tests, which if we run those tests, using Jest, we can see that there's 4 test suites passed out of 4 total, 37 passed tests out of 37 tests. So those all run. And then in the dist folder we have a style sheet to style our rendered HTML file. And in the library we have, as I said, all of our classes. And then in the source file folder we have the different questions which will be prompted in the terminal. So we have the engineer question, intern question, manager question, and then all the remaining questions. So we have the initial question to set up the initial manager, and all remaining questions after that, which get exported. And they also get imported into the index file. So once we run the index JavaScript file, we start being prompted for the first manager's name, and the manager's ID, 1, manager's email address, and manager's office phone number. And then from there we can add another employee, either an engineer or an intern. So let's add an engineer. And since the employee is an engineer, we get asked for the engineer's GitHub username. And we'll add an intern as well. And since the employee is an intern, we get asked for the intern's current school. And when we press no for adding another employee, we get a prompt that the file was written and it created an index.html file. So if we see that got generated just now, and if we open it, we can see we have cards for each of those employees with links to either email that email address or to visit that engineer's GitHub account. Thank you so much.